is my submission. This is Jordan Rodriguez, and this is my submission for assignment to the interactive polling system. Here I imported the Java library classes that I need for my program, my array list and my scanner classes. Then I started my public class main. At the start, I initialized all of the arrays that I need throughout my program, my array of strings called topics, my array of integers called responses, and my array list called participants. These are useful, and I'll explain their usefulness later in the program. Then I started my main method. I created a while loop that while the Boolean operator is true, the while loop will continue. This while loop will continue forever until the program hits a break. What I did is I asked the user for input to enter a name into the program or to enter done to exit. Then I prompted the user I created a string called name and I prompted the user to input a value into this string. Then I forced that string to be a lowercase value so that I didn't have to worry about case sensitivity. Then I checked if that name is equal to the word done. If the name equals done, then the program should end like it prompted the user above. Then what it does, whenever the program exits, the program will display all of the values that have been fed into it so far. It'll display the participants list that has been given and the report and statistics that have been found using the data that the user has inputted. Then, if the user has not entered done, if the user has entered an actual name, that name will be added to the list of participants and the user will be prompted to take a poll. The method take poll, what it does is it goes through this while loop, and what it does is for every topic, it asks you to rate it 1 to 10. Once you enter this value, then it records that value into my responses array. It continues to do that until it asks you for every topic. Then I have a method called display participants. Display participants will go through the participants list and continue to print them out until there's no more strings to print out. Then I have a method called display report. Display report, it creates this nice heading to showcase the formatting of the section. Then I initialize some variables to help me with calculations and help me with the statistics. Sum, average, x, and votes. I created a while loop while x is not equal to 5. Pretty much the x is referring to the different topics. So the list will go through every topic one by one until it reaches 5. There's 5 topics. Then at the start of every topic, to ensure accurate statistics, it creates a sum value equal to 0, average equal to 0, and votes equal to 0. Then what I did is I printed out the topic for whatever section you're on. If you're on education, it prints out education. If you're on whatever, it prints out whatever, right? So then I created a for loop. While I initialized an integer called I, and I count it through until the for loop until it reaches 10, because there's 10 different values 1 to 10 that you could rate something. What it does is it tells you, the program prints out whether or not or how many responses that you gotten for a particular number. Then what it does is it checks whether or not you got a response for that number, and if you did, then it adds that number value. Let's say you put in the 6 value, then it will add 6 to the sum, and it will tell you that there's a certain number of votes so that I can take the average later. If there's a certain number of votes, if there's more than 0 votes, then the average will be taken by dividing the sum by the votes. Then it will print out this average, and this will continue on until the program's done, until the program reaches all topics. I'm going to run my program now to demonstrate that it works. I'm going to enter the values that have been entered into the canvas. We'll type in Alice. Then I will type in 9, 8, 10, 7, 6, Bob, 8, 9, 5, 9, 7, and I will type in done. Then the program, what it does is it correctly lists my participants. Then it lists my polling results, and these are the correct polling results that are matched on Canvas. So my program works. Thank you.